Well, man.
Hello, it's Andrew the Android Koloski, and I'm here with Elle.
Hi, everyone.
So we were talking about, obviously, not people making up false allegations necessarily, but somebody misremembering a story, delusional accusations. So, for example, it starts out like the game Telephone. And what happens in the game Telephone is what originally happened in the end, it spreads to this person and to that person, and in the end, what happened is significantly different than what actually transpired.
Yes. Now, those of you who don't know what the Mandela effect is, allow me to explain. I think somewhere like Africa or somewhere in Africa or whatever, there was a president named Nelson Mandela. And in the 90s, everyone thought he died out of prison because they remember seeing it on the news, or at least they think they did. But then it turned out he was alive that entire time. So the Mandela effect is when a collective group of people misremember the same thing, and then when they look back on it, they realize it wasn't like that. For example.
Yeah, I know
the Mandela effect.
Which is why I know there was radio shows that would report maybe the mayor is dead, and if enough people heard that, it was an April Fool's prank. If enough people heard that, they might believe that's actually true, and maybe a group of people could actually believe that. Right. Mandela effect. And also, I think it's important to keep in mind, I was talking to my psychiatrist, and he was telling me a story. Let's say a daughter. She said she thought she was abused by her father, and she was delusional about that. And she spoke with conviction, and she was able to convince her psychiatrist, law enforcement, and many others. In fact, she even convinced her father that he did something nefarious. I don't know how they later found out she was delusional, but, obviously, that could tie in with the Mandela effect.
Yeah, but the thing is how do you prove that a false accusation is true or false?
I guess let the law enforcement and expert psychiatrists determine that. Don't let somebody who's delusional, who's just speaking their opinion, determine that. And that is
what it is.